Create a letter-size canvas. Open the images by dragging it inside Photoshop. Go to Select menu, then select Subject. Move the subject using Move tool inside the canvas. Resize the image according to your liking. Next, select the subject, then align it at the center. The same process is applied to the other images. Resize the image according to your liking. Apply the same step on the third image. Next, create a new layer below all the images, then, use the black color as your background, and after that, press and hold Ctrl and Backspace, which will fill the background to color black. Create a new layer on top of the black background, then use the brush tool with a soft brush to create a nice background.
Now, let's add a new layer on top of the images. To create a frame-like design using the Marquee tool, draw a rectangle to make a frame, right-click your mouse then select Stroke. Take note, the stroke is based from the shape set on your brushes.
You can also erase some of the unwanted details, but it will be covered by objects later on. Next, create 3 layers for the gradient design. This will make it more retro. Or you can stick with a single color design. Also you can apply a texture, but then, I did not include a texture on the design. Consider the palette you are going to use in creating a vintage design. There are many color combinations offered by Photoshop on the higher version. You need to set a few in order to come up with a design according to your liking. Then change the blend mode and opacity so that the layers will blend perfectly. Try to experiment with the colors on the Gradient Palette tool. Likewise, change the opacity in blend mode as you go along. For this example, I tried experimenting with the output. Create at least 3 gradient designs to blend perfectly in the output. You can apply more than 3 or fewer. Then after that, you can remove one to see how it blends on the other layers. Next, insert a text or the title of the magazine. Take note that selecting the best font is also the key to creating a vintage or retro design. Now let's include some objects such as flowers. This will balance the design and perfectly blend well with gradient colors. Look at the description of the video to download the files that I used. Arrange the layer where you inserted the flowers in order to blend with the colors. Also duplicate the image using Ctrl+J from your keyboard. Then position it properly. After that, include the other flower to be set at the center of this work. Next, duplicate the 3 flowers to be set on top of the design. Then change the opacity and arrangement so that it will be part of the background. After that, try changing the property of the gradient colors. Or remove one gradient to see how your artwork is combined with the other color. By removing or changing the property of the gradient will give you multiple possible outputs on a retro design. Just be careful in using the colors.